I'm in the wind tunnel over at Aerodyn, which is just across the way from Toyota Racing Development. Now, a couple of those team members are here with the race car. We're going to strap it down, turn the fans on, and get a look at a test of the new Camry race car. Here to learn some of the ways that wind tunnel testing kind of, I guess, dictates the way the car looks, right?
That's right.
So what are some key areas that you really had to work on in the wind tunnel here?
Well, of course, as we pointed out before, the entire nose of the car and even the complexity of the side air intakes was really difficult, and we had to understand that not only in the computer, but then come in the wind tunnel and to be able to validate that and make sure that the changes that we saw in CFD were real here in the tunnel.
Now, when you're testing in here in this wind tunnel, what kind of speeds are you making air go through here at?
Right around 145 to 150 miles an hour is what we'll run. So obviously it's not as fast as the racetrack, but it's pretty close, and it gives us a good baseline to be able to get all of our numbers.
Well, here we finally have both Camrys, the 2018 Toyota Camry street car and this season's race car. Now, the similarities and also the differences should jump right out, as they would, as the differences between a street car and a race car are huge. But the design language is actually pretty similar, and that's admirable considering all those differences. Now, the race car itself, you know, the decals do the job of representing the grills and the headlights and the badges, but the shapes of everything are actually pretty fairly and accurately represented here on this car, and that shows the work that Toyota Racing Development and Calty had to do to make these design cues work on a car where aerodynamics are such a huge factor. Now, the 2018 Toyota Camry, this is an XSE model, they've worked really hard to give this an aggressive look, and you can see by the amount of black and super big grills, including this lower part on the fascia here and the sides. And that's pretty representative of some of the stuff you see in the design language of modern sports cars, and that looks like it seeks to reinforce the driving enthusiasm Toyota says it's built into this car. We've learned a lot about the mindset of the teams behind these two cars. On the production side, they wanted to make a Camry that's more exciting to look at and more engaging to drive. Meanwhile, Toyota Racing Development was able to take that design and, through an unparalleled level of cooperation, make it competitive on the racetrack. We end up, though, with an economic family sedan and a tube-frame race car, two wildly different cars with wildly different goals, and yet they share a common theme. And that's to give the NASCAR fan who owns a Camry a kinship between the car they see competing at the Daytona 500 and the one they have in their driveway.